Alright, welcome guys to a new video. Today I'm again going to be breaking down my 8 Legend League attacks on my second account this time, TW Droll. As you can see, it's also a very nice account. I just finished outside of the top 1k last season. Part of that is due to having a less upgraded base, I'd say. Um, and I saw some comments on the last video, thank you for that, asking for bases. I will leave a Discord server in the description, and from there you can find some free bases that I have been using throughout my push as well. And hopefully you guys learned something from these 8 attacks today. Welcome to attack number 1. When I look at this base, I see a very nice lock launcher through the Crusher Mortar actually. So if I see a nice lock launcher, what I typically do is just start my RC on one of the two sides. If it's a symmetrical base, I like to go for the left side, because that tends to be less baited, I'd say. So we are going to go for a nice redirect so that we get that fire spitter down. So we drop an extra invisibility right there, and now we will get a very nice pathing. So we get the fire spitter down, and I'm just gonna recall very shortly. I think I'll get that expo down, maybe even the multi-archer tower as well. Let's see. Yeah, we will be able to get that. That's very nice value for us. And then for the next part, we've just set up our lock launcher. So we are gonna go from the 6 o'clock side, earthquakes in, queen with the giant arrow, and then some ice golems and our lock launcher. Now, the plan for this lock launcher is to get all the way to the core, so that we don't have to worry about that with our Root Riders. As we can see, the Minion Prince is already being annoying. So we are going to drop our main army and then some Headhunters to hopefully take it down very quick, because it's just eating my troops alive. I opt for some Rocket Loons on the outside, just to make sure that my Root Riders go inside nice and early. And I'm going to drop my King again on the far outside, so that we have 4 lanes again. So our lock launcher did get to that core, which is good for us. We will get down that multi-geared cannon. I'm just going to freeze it, just to make sure that we actually take it all down. And our Super Yeti is doing amazing in the core. Beautiful. We get that Inferno? No, okay. That's still fine. We have a good funnel set up. We still have our Overgrowth and basically 3 of our hero abilities. Just going to use the Overgrowth now, because I think that the Monolith will be a little bit annoying for us otherwise. I think we're in a good spot right now. Yeah, this will be a nice 3-star. It's actually against Duke Finn. He's one of my clan members. It's just during Clan War League that he plays in a different clan. So sorry about that, but you know, we have to 3-star when we can. So RC ability now, King ability, and yeah, this one's absolutely crushed. So I'll see you in attack number 2. Alright, in with the second attack. And we face this base. It's a unique looking base. I've not actually seen it before. What I think I can do is take my RC to take down one of the sides, hopefully until the fire spitter, and then get a nice lock launcher through that Monolith, Crusher Mortar and multi-geared tower, because that just does so much damage to your main army if you have to go through that. So if our lock launcher can take all of that stuff down, that's amazing. But I don't think, yeah, our Fox is taking a lot of heavy fire already, so I don't think that we will actually be able to go all the way to that fire spitter. Ooh, she just jumped the wall. So I think that what we will do is we will get that multi-inferno tower as well, which is just going to be even better pathing for our main army later on. So if we can take that fully down, that's very nice for us. And our Fox did just die on the last second, of course, typical. Adding in my Skelly spell just to distract the Crusher Mortar and the Monolith. And in with our main army we go. Now I think I will use some Rocket Loons to get that Monolith down quickly. And also send a Headhunter for the enemy Minion Prince, so that's not going to be an issue. King on the outside, and look at that, that lock launcher just got all the value that we hoped for. And when it does pop, we will have the Super Yeti and Super Valkyrie that can hopefully take down most of this clan castle. I think they should be able to, and the multi-inferno goes down. The RC did kind of get dragged into the clan castle battle, which is not ideal, but we should still be okay. I think I will go for a little bit of an earlier overgrowth on the back end Fire Spitter, just because it's being annoying. Yeah, pop our Royal Champion as well. That means Town Hall down, and we're looking very solid. Very solid indeed. Warden ability. Could have even delayed it even further, but I thought at this point, might as well just use it. We do have all our Super Barb still, Free Spell, and the King ability, so this will be a very good triple, I think. Now what I could have done is I could have saved my Royal Champion by using the Free Spell Honor. I decided against that because I thought that maybe we needed it for the Fire Spitter, which is what we ended up doing. Sadly, I think it still targets my Warden, which will go down any second. Yeah. It's the little things like that can just cost you an attack. Let's see, because my Root Riders, they do not do a lot of damage. Let's see. Most of my snakes have already gone down as well. I think this is actually gonna time fill, unless we can get through that wall very quick. Let's see. No, this is gonna be time fill, guys. If we just had a little bit more time, we would have been able to push through, but unfortunately, time fill, so I'll see you in the next attack. Alright, in on this base right here. This is actually interesting looking. I spot a nice log launcher through that monolith. So I opt to use the RC to one of the sides. And to ensure that she will go inside, I'll actually use 2 rocket loons on that mortar, just to make sure that after the ricochet cannon, she will go down towards the Fire Spitter. And hopefully we can get everywhere until that poison tower. But our Fox is very weak already, so hopefully we don't run into any more bombs. Let's double cycle. Let's see, we are still okay with the Fox. Let's see. Okay, we're not gonna get the poison tower, so let's just recall after this multi. And the Fox does go down again, sad. Alright, Earthquake's in. And our Queen with Giant Arrow, Log Launcher, and then our main force. Our main army in as well. King on the outside. And we are looking okay at the moment. Just adding some rocket loons that hopefully we will lure the poison tower perfect. And add some headhunters as well. Warden ability now to protect my headhunters to make sure that this Minion Prince goes down and the RC stays safe. And hopefully our Queen can get that Town Hall very soon, because it's just firing away. Okay, it does go down. That's good, that's good. Let's see, there's no air targeting anything on the right side, so I'm just dropping a minion to help with time. And I think I will pop my King ability a little bit early, so that every troop that I have left will stay on the inside. Yeah, popping it now, so everything will stay on the inside, which is good. Our Queen does get sniped by that scatter shot. It's not ideal. But it's good that we're working away on the ricochet cannon with a booger and with the minion on the hero hall. So we're doing good in that department. It's just his enemy king. It's going to be too much for our Royal Champion, so she will go down. But we still have our king nice and healthy, so I think we will be able to 3-star this with the help of the snake bracelet. And I also saw a comment about what if you don't have the snake bracelet. Then you can choose the earthquake boots or the giant gauntlet. That's up to you. I think the earthquake boots will be a little bit better. But yeah, this is going to be a nice 3-star, so I'll see you in the next attack. Okay, next up we're attacking a double rage base. Let's see. I think, again, what I want to do is I want to take down part of one of the rage towers with my Royal Champion. And then I'm going to try and get a log launcher through the Crusher Mortar. The reason I opt for this side in this case is actually because that multi-gear cannon is here. And I just want that to go down. Because because that just does so much damage to your main force. That's why I decided to go for this side rather than the other side. So let's get all the way until that Rage Tower, maybe even the Inferno. And let's see where she goes afterwards. We do already see some bait, but my Royal Champion's Fox is still alive. I spoke too soon, she's dead. So let's recall after this scatter shot, hopefully. Yeah, perfect. Okay, Earthquakes in, some Destruction Skellies, and then our Giant Arrow with the Lock Launcher. Main army as well. And I deployed the king here a little bit too early, I think. I should have waited a little bit, because now he's just going to go down very, very quick. So I should have just waited a little bit, because now his ability will be forced already, which is just too soon in the attack. So I should have delayed him just that tiny bit. Our Lock Launcher is not getting that far into the base either, due to that Fire Spitter, but the Super Yeti is just doing amazing again. He took down the Crusher Mortar and the Fire Spitters, so that's good for us. I opt for my Warden ability now, and I will drop a Overgrowth on this Monolith, because that will just be annoying by the time we get to it. Now the annoying thing still standing is the Minion Prince, so I send my Headhunter for that. I do still have a free spell, so we're looking okay in that department. I want to make sure that everything stays on the inside now, so I drop another Super Barb on the bottom. And I see that the Clan Castle is still standing, so I send a single minion for it to start working that down, just to save with time, really. Because I think if I had not have done that, this would not be a triple. But I think we are looking good for the 3-star, guys. Let's go. Add another Super Barb at the bottom. And now it's just waiting until the king finally goes to all the targets. But yeah, we will have enough time, because look at that minion. He's just working its way down very slowly but surely. Giant is alive as well. Yeah, it's going to be 3-star, nice one. I'll see you in the next attack. Alright, now we're attacking a Rage Invisibility base. I've not seen this one before, but all the damage is in one area. So I think we're just going to send everything into the damage with our Warden ability, and then we should be fine for the rest. So I want my Lock Launcher to go through the Rage Tower. So I'm going to set up my Lock Launcher by starting my Royal Champion just a little bit to the side. And my plan was actually to go to that Ricochet Cannon. But I don't think she's going to do that because of these skeletons. No, okay, so that will stay standing until until a little bit later in the attack, which is a shame, but is what it is. Yeah, so let's just take down the Monolith. Something to not worry about later. Using some Rocket Loons for a funnel. Our Fox is nice and okay, she's gonna die probably again. I've been so unlucky with the Fox, honestly. Oh, she does still stay alive. Let's see. Yeah, okay, so our Fox is alive, albeit barely. So now, Earthquakes. I dropped them both on the Rage Tower and drop my Queen's Arrow through it, so it goes down immediately. And I decide to use my Lock Launcher a little bit to the side, just to make sure that the Crusher Mortar gets targeted. Because otherwise that will just wreck a whole part of your army. Again, 2 Headhunters to that Minion Prince, otherwise that will just wreak havoc. Perfect, that goes down. And we already triggered the Invisibility Tower as well. So now pretty much all the damage in the core is gone. I opted my King ability there as well, just to make sure that all the damage will be removed, like nearly instantly, which he did a good job of doing. My main army is looking fine, so I didn't really need my king on the outside of my main army. That's just because there was so much damage in one area and nothing on the rest of the base. Otherwise, always king on the outside. I overgrowth that Spitter just because it was being annoying. But yeah, this is going to be a very nice and easy 3-star. My Royal Champion does kind of just walk off, so I opt to pop her ability so that she stays a little bit with the main army. But yeah, this base is crushed. Very weird base as well. But yeah, I'll see you in the next attack. In with the next base. Let's see, interesting. I think I want to do a log launcher through that crusher mortar. Let's see, do I? Yeah, I'm gonna opt for that. I'm not too sure about it yet, but we're just gonna try. Because I want one of the fire spitters to go down and hopefully go into the poison tower as well. Let's see if we can manage. I'm just gonna use a redirect invisibility to make sure that she goes up and to that fire spitter. So far we're looking okay. Another invis. And now I hope she goes for the poison tower. No, okay. So the poison tower will stay standing, which is a shame. And the ricochet will stay standing as well. Okay. Not ideal so far. Let's drop our earthquakes, some destruction skellies, and our log launcher. Main army at the bottom. The crusher mortar does go down already, which is good for us. I opt to use some rocket balloons to make sure that everything's funneled inward. Drop a freeze to save my queen, hopefully. Not sure if that was a waste, but we're gonna try it anyway. And I opt for an early overgrowth here. Reason for that is because otherwise I think that everything would split in the middle. And the one key rule with Root Riders is keep everything together. Because if you don't, well, then your attack is just gonna fail straight away. My king got a little bit too far ahead as well. So that's a small mistake. Some headhunters for the minion prince. And our warden ability when the overgrowth wore off. King ability got forced and he's going down already. This is going to be very close, but our royal champion did manage to get down the monolith. And we do have some counter funneling going on with the Super Yeti. Yeah, just look at that multi-gear cannon. It just destroys a full HP royal champion instantly. It's going to be a very close one, but I think that we will be able to push through. Because there's not that many things left standing. Yeah, this... it's going to be close on time, but the Yeti Mites did, again, another building, so yeah. Close, but 3 stars a 3-star. I think next time I will try to go in from the opposite side. Because now we got a little bit of an awkward royal champion, but oh well. 3 stars, 3 stars, see you in the next attack. Alright, in with the next attack, and we have a core invisibility tower base. I've seen this base before, and what I like to do is I like to get my royal champion to take down this corner compartment here and the multi-inferno tower. The reason that I want the multi-inferno tower is otherwise it's just gonna wreck my log launcher, because that will target it immediately. So let's see if we can get the royal champion to take everything down that we want. She goes the wrong way, so not a good start. Because I think she will go to that scatter... Yeah, okay. Fox died and we didn't get to multi-inferno, so that's a shame. We're still gonna go with the same plan though. So earthquakes in the core. And we also missed the spell tower, so we're not doing too well at the moment. Sometimes that happens. So we're just gonna try and see if we can recover this a little bit. I opt to use some rocket loons to hopefully save my... well, I tried to save my log launcher, but it went down already. King on the outside, and now we have a little bit of an awkward pathing. Well, actually the pathing is okay, but it's just gonna be difficult to get into that core. So we need to save this attack a little bit. This is not looking good, guys. I'm gonna freeze, I think, the town hall to hopefully take it down before it triggers the invisibility tower. Let's see. Okay, we managed to do that. That's good for us. I opted with this overgrowth just to make sure that everything was going to push inside for that town hall, but that's obviously not needed anymore. We will fall short now because I had to save everything for that town hall. So yeah, that's a shame, but I'll see you in the next attack. Alright, in with the last attack of the day. This place I've not seen before, it's interesting. I think I want to do a log launcher through that multi-gear tower. So we Royal Champion charge one of these side compartments. That way we set up our log launcher nicely. Let's see. I wonder if she's gonna go upwards to the poison tower or if she goes down. So let's just see what the... Okay, she's gonna go towards the poison tower, which is fine. Okay. Or that scatter shot. To be honest, that's still fine. I think after the scatter shot goes down, we will recall. Because she's not gonna get much else. Yeah, let's recall now, save my fox. Earthquakes. For distraction, we use the skeleton spell and our giant arrow. Now I'm waiting a little bit for my headhunter just because the ice golem was about to die. And then I send some rocket loons for this multi-archer tower on the side so that our pathing is right again. And then our main army in from the side and our king even further on the outside. Just doing its thing nice and slowly. And we're looking really good here, guys. I think in a moment, well, a little bit later on, I will drop an overgrowth on the far side fire spitter. Because that will just be doing damage that we can easily avoid. Yeah, so just gonna overgrowth now so that it won't do that damage. And we find all the Teslas here, so that's a little bit annoying because nothing's going to the core except the queen. But the queen's dying out quickly. So I opted to use my Royal Champion ability just to make sure that the Town Hall goes down and we don't have to go back for it later. But I think this will be a 3-star. We still have our king ability. Monolith's about to go down and then there's not much damage left on the base. Yeah, it's going to be a 3-star, guys. Nice way to end the video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something from it. If you did enjoy it, please like, subscribe. Because I plan to do these videos more often. To go through with how I'm attacking. So if you have a specific question, do leave it in the comments below so I can answer it for you guys. And I will see you in the next video. Thank you.